Did the Texas Longhorns have the best running back room in the SEC? I think the answer is obvious. What's up, guys and gals? Welcome into another edition of Texas Under 10 here on the BK Show, giving you everything you need to know about the Texas Longhorns in less than 10 minutes because you've got shit to do. The Longhorns have a nice little string of success going at the running back position right now. Jaden Blue, of course, was just drafted by the Dallas Cowboys last weekend, making it 5 running backs picked out of Texas in the last 3 years. The Longhorns have the longest active streak of any college in America, with at least one running back selected in the last 3 drafts. Steve Sarkisian is turning this program into RBU, and I don't think that's stopping anytime soon. There's only one returning 1,000-yard rusher in the entire SEC here for 2025. You know who that is? Of course you do. That was a Dora the Explorer level question there. It's Trey Wisner. At this time last year, Tre Wisner was the third-string running back at Texas, a guy who was expected to be used more on special teams than on offense. And then all of a sudden, CJaxter goes down in fall camp. So does Christian Clark. Jaden Blue deals with some early season fumbleitis. And boom, all of a sudden, Tre Wisner, or Quintrevion Wisner, his mama call him Quintrevion. I feel like I should call him Quintrevion too. He is the number one guy, and he made the most of his opportunity, leading the Longhorns with 1,064 yards. He also had 44 catches as well, 2 more than Jaden Blue. You know, everybody regarded Jaden Blue as the big-time pass-catching threat out of the Texas backfield in 2024. Tre Wisner actually had a couple more catches than Blue did this past year, so he can be a weapon through the air as well. And Trey Wisner had some of his best moments in some of Texas's biggest games. He went over 100 yards against Oklahoma and Texas A&M, your 2 biggest rivalry games. He was great against Clemson in the college football playoff as well. He had a big game against Kentucky. I mean, he was instrumental in Texas finding its way to the SEC championship game in year 1 in the conference. And some numbers to back that up: 1,022 of Trey Wisner's 1,064 yards came against power conference teams. So he didn't just boost his stats early on against a bunch of cupcakes. No, he did most of his work against the SEC and in the college football playoff as well. And yeah, he was a big part of the Longhorns making it to their second consecutive CFP semifinal. He forced 45 missed tackles, 695 yards after first contact. I mean, this guy was the total package for Texas. And he's a great story too. Former 3-star recruit, the 28th ranked running back in his class, the 73rd ranked player in the state of Texas in 2023. He has turned into a star. And last year was great, but it sounds like this year is going to be even better. Anwar Richardson of orangebloods.com reported this week that he asked a team source who the most impressive player was during Texas spring practice. That source told him Trey Wisner, saying he's gotten even better than what he was last season. Bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Again, Trey Wisner had a really, really good 2024. If you're telling me he's going to be even better in 2025, watch out, SEC. If this dude stays healthy, another 1,000-yard campaign is in his future. Of course, we all know the Steve Sarkisian stat. He's had at least one 1,000-yard rusher in each of his last 13 seasons as a head coach or an offensive coordinator. So you can almost put it in Sharpie that Texas will have somebody go for over 1,000 this year. And again, Trey Wisner, your likely starter there, the guy who did it last season. He feels like the most likely bet to do just that. So Trey Wisner's really good, but we all know it's not just Trey Wisner. Don't forget about CJaxter. Don't forget about CJaxter. You know, the number 1 running back recruit in America coming out of high school in the class of 2023. The guy who was a week 1 starter as a true freshman that same year. He showed flashes of greatness in his freshman campaign, despite being banged up at various times. Obviously, he missed all of last season with an injury, but in his freshman season, he dealt with a couple of issues as well. So, number 1, he's got to find a way to stay healthy over a course of a very long college football season. But if this guy is close to the guy that we saw when he was on the field 2 years ago, then he is a big-time weapon. 659 rushing yards in that 2023 season, had more than 100 all-purpose yards in the playoff game against Washington. He showed some burst. he showed some explosiveness. Despite being a bigger back, he's got that speed. He's got that second gear. Hell, I'll call it a third or a fourth gear that he can get to when he gets out into the open field. And man, I think about how much Texas missed without CJaxter last year. They had a tough time running the football in some games, especially against, Georgia both times and Ohio State in that semifinal. I'm sorry to bring this moment up because it is a Saturday and y'all deserve better on your weekend. But you think about it, 1st and goal from the 1 against Ohio State at the end of that semifinal game. It would have been nice to have 6'1", 230-pound CJaxter to turn around and hand the ball to. Hopefully, Sark would have called that play. I mean, he should have called that play even with Tre Wisner or Jerrick Gibson or Jaden, whatever. We're not going all the way down that rabbit hole. But yeah, having a bigger back like that. Again, Baxter currently listed 6'1", 230 pounds on the Texas website right now. That should help Texas in short yardage situations at the goal line, 3rd and 4th and short, just in the red zone in general. Those were things that plagued the Horns this past year. Having CJaxter would have helped a lot last year. Having him back should help a lot this year. He is a beast if he can regain his pre-injury form and if, again, he can find a way to be available for the Longhorns all season long. Texas has slow played his rehab. He was not much of a participant in spring practice, and they basically had him wrapped in bubble wrap just to make sure that he didn't re-aggravate something or didn't get something new that could cause him to potentially have to miss time in the fall when you're playing games against other teams. Yeah, it'll be nice to have CJaxter back in the burnt orange and white this year. So yeah, those two guys right there. Look, our friends at Saturday Down South, they posted a ranking of their top 10 running backs in the SEC following spring ball. So this is an article that came out just a couple of days ago. CJaxter was number 10, and Trey Wisner was number 1 on that list. And Texas, if you're curious, the only school to have multiple backs make the cut. So it's not just me drinking the burnt orange Kool-Aid regarding this running back room. And don't get me wrong, there are other good running backs in this league, and more will emerge throughout the season. I mean, Le'Veon Moss at A&M, there's a guy, if he can get back to his pre-injury form, it's one of the best in the country. Caden Durham at LSU looks like the real deal. Jaden Ball at Florida looks legit. Nate Frazier at Georgia, probably primed for a big 2025. Oklahoma got a good transfer with Jaden Ott coming in from Cal. Like, there's other talented backs in this conference. There always will be, but nobody has the talent. Nobody has the depth. Nobody has the experience that Texas does at that position. Nobody. And again, I could have started and stopped the video just by saying Trey Wisner is the only returning 1,000-yard back in this entire league. Like, you know what you're getting from Tre Wisner. And again, we all expect him to be even better in 2025. You've got CJaxter, and it's not just those two. I mean, Jerrick Gibson returns for his second year in Austin. He was a top 3 running back recruit in his class, 2024. They call him Baby Rhino for a reason. He made an impact in his freshman year, 377 and 4 touchdowns on nearly 5 yards per carry. I think he takes another step. You've got Christian Clark back from his Achilles tear, full participant in spring practice, which is amazing. I mean, like 7 months removed from a very serious injury that required surgery. And it was a full Achilles tear as well. Christian Clark was back on the field making some things happen in the spring. So you've got him in the mix. You've got the 2 early enrollee freshmen as well. I mean, the Longhorns feel like they are 6 deep at running back right now. There are schools that are worried about their number 1 guy. Texas feels like they have 6 guys who are capable of making an impact this fall. It's talented, it's deep, it's really, really good, and it is the best running back room in the Southeastern Conference, and it's going to need to be. Texas is going to need the running back position to be great if the Longhorns are going to win an SEC championship, and of course, if the Longhorns are going to win their first national championship since 2005. What say you? How confident are you in the Texas running back room here in 2025? Does Trey Wisner lead the team in rushing once again? Do you think CJaxter overtakes him as this team's running back leader? Would love to hear from y'all in the comments below. Also, would love your thoughts on future video ideas as well. If you made it this far, thank you. Please like, please subscribe. Again, don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks for watching another edition of Texas Under 10 on the BK Show. Remember, when you watch the BK Show, you rule. Have a good weekend. See y'all soon. Hook 'em.